Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Thank you for joining me today. We are using Tabac. Nice little classic. I do have that in a bowl here. It's been blooming. I do bloom Tabac. It's kind of a harder puff. You don't need to, but I find that it's easier to create a lather. So we're using the Pro 48, the Omega Pro 48 bore that's been soaking. For the aftershave, we're actually going to do another classic, which is Pinaud Clubman. We do have some newer blades in the den here, so we're going to use a Wilkinson sword. This is a third use Wilkinson sword. Here, I do have a Dorco second use on standby in case this doesn't do too well. And we're going to use our R3 base plate from the Rockwell 6C. Let's go ahead and get our Rockwell set up here. Hope everybody's doing very well. Sweet, okay. On the face, I do have the Cube, PAA Cube on the face. That's not the 2.0. I always call it the 2.0, but that is not the 2.0. That is the original Cube. All right, so what we're going to do is we're just going to start lathering here. In our bowl, like I said, you do not need to bloom Tabac, but I always do. Since probably the first time I used Tabac, I think I watched Anthony Esposito do it, and I was like, you know what? That's a good point. Like it's a bit harder of a puck, so there's really no reason not to. Yeah, we probably waste a little bit more, but the puck has probably another 100 plus shaves on it, and I've probably shaved 100 times on it. So the puck definitely lasts. The Tabac refill pucks. That's all this is. This is the refill puck. It is not. Obviously, it's not the ceramic container from them. All right, so we're done lathering here. I'm gonna pull what's in the bowl as best as I can. Put that on the face. As far as the scent of Tabac, you know, it's a love-hate. You're either gonna really enjoy it or dislike it, and you know, I guess there's a middle of the road guys. I would consider myself a middle of the road guy. As far as the scent of Tabac, the performance though. Performance is definitely amazing. You cannot question the performance of the Tabac, but if you don't like the scent, I understand for sure. So with this bore, I just like to brush the lather on. I'm about an hour. I'm recording this about an hour after my shower, so my hair follicles are definitely not as moist as they need to be. So we're just gonna paint on a little bit. I'll probably scrub in a little bit of water. Actually, that's what I'm gonna do now. Scrub in some water. Tabac could definitely take the water. So something that's been interesting me recently, I've been more and more into reading. With prices of everything as the way they are, it's kind of hard to go out and do anything fun anymore. I mean, you know, you can go hiking and that type of stuff, but to me, that type of stuff's not fun. So, you know, going out and spending some money, that's fun to me, but everything's gone up so much. It's so damn expensive. It's hard to do that. So, I'm almost done reading my first book from Elizabeth. I should have looked at it before. Anyway, I'm almost done with that book, but I bought my first David Baldacci book. Now, David, is it Baldacci or Balducci? I think it's Baldacci, but he's a very well-known author. I've just never purchased a book from him, you know. But I've got my first one, Dreamtown. Supposedly, it's a killer. It's David there. I don't know if it's Baldacci or Balducci. If you know, put it in the comment below. I'll look it up after this video as well. But I know nothing about it. It's a funny story how I found out about this book. All I know about it is basically how I heard about it. So I had a relative probably a month ago that had to get a little procedure done. Nothing serious, just minor stuff. But they had to be put under and, you know, that type of stuff, sedation. So anyway, I was the person that brought them and whatnot. So while we're sitting, while she's getting ready to be brought back to have the procedure done and anesthesia and whatnot, there's this elderly gentleman across the all right, the slather's perfect, by the way. There's this elderly gentleman across. You can't see him, but you could hear him because it's just little curtains basically between you. And he was talking about a book he was reading, but he never mentioned the book. I don't know, in his head maybe he thought he mentioned the book, but he never mentioned the book or the author until right before I was about to leave. He was like, "Oh yeah, did I tell you the book's name?" And the nurse, you could tell she wasn't really that interested in even talking to him. And I understand, you know, you're there for whatever, 10, 12, if you're working a double, maybe even 24 hours a day. Like, you're not trying to converse that much with everybody. So I understand her point of view, but, you know, it's an elderly man. Anyway. So he was like, "Oh yeah, it's Dreamtown." She was like, "Oh yeah, who's that by?" Maybe she was putting on a cuff to do his blood pressure or something. I don't know. It was just in passing, asking that. And he was like, "Oh yeah, David Baldacci." He said Baldacci again. It may be Balducci, but anyway. So yeah, I was like, you know what? If this older gentleman enjoys that book, I might too. He was a very talkative old dude. So anyway, I'll start that book probably this weekend. So yeah, we'll start it and see if we like it. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like it. I forgot how many countries it says on the book. That maybe 80 different countries this author. I keep saying Arthur. This author is in, as far as different languages, and so it's got to be good. I think 160 or 170 million copies of books. So anyway, I picked up the book, and you know, books are. It wasn't too expensive at all, in all honesty. I think it might have been $15 for a hardcover book. You know, that'll probably take me a couple weeks to read. I only read at night, and I only read on the weekdays, and I don't even read every single day. So, you know, it takes me a little bit to get through a book. Like I said, about 2 weeks of how I read. So how is this Wilkinson sword cutting? Well, it's doing more slicing as opposed to just like popping. So it feels okay, but I could definitely tell it's got 3 uses on it, and that this is the 3rd use. I'm gonna go ahead and drain the sink because there is a ton of stuff in there. And something else I'm gonna do is clear out this razor head. I'll show you really quick. It's kind of filled up with gunk, so I'm gonna clear that out. And all that is due to the whiskers and the pre-shave plus the lather. Could have used a lot more water. I just didn't add it. You know, like I said, in my videos, most of the time, I don't have 30 plus minutes to lather. Or, you know, to shave in total. I only have like 20, so I'll typically spend about an extra 5 to 10 minutes lathering without the video. But I don't want to waste your guys' time, so I try to kind of get these out while also trying to keep the conversation flowing, etc., 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 just so people don't get bored. Very, very nice. Yeah, the scent, you know, I can't complain about it. When I first received this, probably 2 to 3 years ago at this point, I remember saying that it smelled like an old woman's purse, like the inside of an old woman's purse. And, you know, I kind of still stand by that. It's a bit floral. Well, it's very floral. Very feminine. Although in this day and age, I'm not sure what feminine and masculine is. But that's for another topic. Sweet. You can see the sheen. Sheen is very nice. All right, let's do it. Across the growth. You know, although the Rockwell 6C value-wise is extremely good, you know, I think I would still have to go with the Wet Shaving Club, WSC, or the basically the America razor, MERICA razor. I'd have to go with that one over this. You know, I've always been on the fence. Now, for newer guys, I'd probably recommend the Rockwell just because you have more versatility. You could find what you like. Do you want to use the R6 base plate as a hyper aggressive base plate and, you know, do that? Can your skin handle it? If it can, more power to you. You know, you might want to do that with the more aggressive razor. You know, and that's what the Rockwell gives you. It gives you that versatility to figure out what you like at a nice cost and decent decent quality. You know, this isn't going to fall apart. But if you like medium to mild, about mid aggression, but extremely efficient, the America razor is where it's at. That's what you want to go with, in my opinion. That's just, it's hard to beat. It's hard to beat that. But the price, you know, the price may be more than some people want to spend. I don't think there's that much difference between the two, you know, especially with sales and stuff that are had, but there is a price difference between the two, so. Just gonna do a couple touch-ups here, nothing major. Ooh, lost a boar bristle. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the lather out of the brush here. We'll get that on this here. Perfect. So yeah, I hope everybody's having a great week. We're almost towards the end. By the time this uploads, we'll probably be at the end. Just about the perfect amount of lather. I didn't go too overboard here. I stopped with enough time. We have a little bit more, but not enough for another pass. Just enough for maybe a couple touch-ups. Very, very nice. I would compare, if I had to compare the America razor to a base plate that the R6 has. I'm sorry, that the Rockwell 2C or 6S or 6C. It's 6C because 2C only comes with the one base plate. 6C comes with the two. I would say it's probably the fourth base plate. So again, that mid aggression, just super efficient, feels great while using it. It's got the little magnet on the bottom. Yeah. But if you're just starting out, I do think that the Rockwell 6C or 6S is the way to go. Figure out what you like. I think next shave we'll either use Shannon's or Summer Break soaps. Probably Summer Break soaps. Shannon's has been getting a lot of love, I've been seeing. Summer Break soaps, not so much. And when I say what I've been seeing, I'm talking about like Instagram posts. So we will use Shannon's in the near future. But just to kind of break up the monotony of everything I've been seeing, at least, we're gonna do a Summer Break soaps next. History 101, I think, is the, I think that's the only one I have from Summer Break soaps. I'm pretty sure that's the only one I have. All right, give me 1 second. Let me do a quick little rinse. All right, as far as I can tell, no weepers or anything during that shave. Putting the cold water on, it does. There was like on the bottom of my neck around my Adam's apple. There's a very slight tinge of stinging. So I don't know if I just went over it a couple times more than I should have. Gentleman John's alum block. We're gonna wet it. No one in the last video told me how to use this, so I'm gonna go with, I'm gonna put it on, I'm gonna let it kind of dry. I'm gonna rinse it off, and then I'm gonna put on my aftershave. Cause yeah, no one really gave me a, use it this way type of comment, so. Perfect. All right, we're gonna store it on top of our case. Let that dry until tomorrow. Yeah, so just cleaning up here, cleaning up the brush, cleaning out the little cup that I soaked the brush in. All right, there we go. Very nice. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and rinse off the alum block now. At least the best I could, you know, with water. The alum block does make your skin a bit sticky. I mean, not sticky as far as like glue feeling, but sticky as far as kind of, you know, bringing your hands across your face and it kind of sticking to your face. Just grabbing your hand. All right, very nice. Woo. All right, like I said, Pinaud Clubman. Oh, that old classic scent. I love it. My wife hates this scent. Smells like an old man, she says. Well, I'm gonna be an old man, baby. There we go. All right, guys. I appreciate you tuning in. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you can leave a comment. I have my email in the description. A couple other links in the description as well. You can check those out. But, oh, my Instagram's down there as well.
other than that, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next shave.